This is TechCrunch.
New York state lawmakers have introduced a bill that would impose a moratorium of at least 3 years on permits tied to the construction and operation of new data centers. While the bill's prospects are uncertain, Wired reports that New York is at least the sixth state to consider pausing construction of new data centers. As tech companies plan to spend ever-increasing amounts of money to build AI infrastructure, both Democrats and Republicans have expressed concerns about the impact those data centers might have on surrounding communities. Studies have also linked data centers to increased home electricity bills. Critics include progressive Senator Bernie Sanders, who has called for a national moratorium, as well as conservative Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who said data centers will lead to higher energy bills, just so some chatbot can corrupt some 13-year-old kid online. More than 230 environmental groups, including Food and Water Watch, Friends of the Earth, and Greenpeace, recently signed an open letter to Congress calling for a national moratorium on the construction of new data centers. Eric Weltman of Food and Water Watch told Wired that the New York bill, sponsored by State Senator Liz Krueger and Assemblymember Anna Kelez, both Democrats, was our idea. Data center pauses have also been proposed by Democrats in Georgia, Vermont, and Virginia, while Republicans sponsored similar bills in Maryland and Oklahoma. According to Politico, Krueger described her state as completely unprepared for the massive data centers that are gunning for New York, saying it's time to hit the pause button, give ourselves some breathing room to adopt strong policies on data centers, and avoid getting caught in a bubble that will burst and leave New York utility customers footing a huge bill. Last month, New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced a new initiative called Energize NY Development, which her office said would both modernize the way large energy users would connect to the grid while also requiring them to pay their fair share. A march supporting California's billionaires didn't exactly attract a huge crowd on Saturday. The San Francisco Chronicle counted around 3 dozen attendees, along with another dozen tongue-in-cheek counter-protesters. To be fair, organizer Derek Kaufman had predicted attendance of only a few dozen beforehand. But the incongruous idea of the March for Billionaires has provoked an outsized response on social media. And according to Mission Local, journalists nearly outnumbered demonstrators at the event itself, where marchers carried signs with messages like, "We heart you, Jeffrey Bezos," and "It's very difficult to write a nuanced argument on a sign." The ostensible reason for the demonstration was to protest the Billionaire Tax Act, a proposed state ballot measure that would require Californians worth more than $1 billion to pay a one-time 5% tax on their total wealth. If the measure actually passes, Governor Gavin Newsom said he will veto it. Kaufman, who founded the AI startup RunRL and is not a billionaire himself, told reporters, "California is, I believe, the only state to give health insurance to people who come into the country illegally. I think we probably should not be providing that." Actually, 14 states offer health care to undocumented immigrants. That's it from TechCrunch. For more stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com